My name is Wes Tavares, and I'm 20 years old. I would describe myself as a free-spirited, adventurous guy. I've always loved traveling, action sports, and pushing my body through creative movement. Some of my favorite memories growing up was traveling with my family. It was those trips that sparked my love for adventure and made me want to travel when I got older. So after graduating high school and saving up a little bit of money, I took my first trip abroad and set off to Europe with some friends for almost a month. Europe solidified my love for traveling and sent me on a mission to push past my comfort zone and continue my adventures. So after getting laid off from my construction job because of the hard winter, I jumped at that opportunity and made a rough 2-month travel itinerary backpacking the east coast of Australia. I was so nervous about setting off on this trip, but I heard fear and anxiety often indicates that you are moving in a positive direction, out of the safe confines of our comfort zone and in the direction of our true purpose. So I set off to pursue my goals. Welcome to my Australian backpacking trip. So I'm packed and ready to go. I got my backpack on my back. This is what it looks like. It's pretty small. It looks like a school bag or something, but it has all 12 pounds of my gear that I'm gonna be bringing to Australia. So I'm about to leave in the next half an hour to an hour, setting off for 2 months. I'm really excited. So I made it through the airport without any issues. In the morning I was so nervous, ripping pukes like crazy. I felt terrible, but once I got to the airport, my nerves calmed down and I feel pretty good now. I know where my gate is. I'm just waiting for it to open. So now I'm just hanging out past customs. I'm in the clear. I just gotta wait to hop on the plane to LA.
Overhead meter will be able to have an on-time departure. Thank you for your cooperation.
I made it to LA without any worries. The airport's pretty loud. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm right in front of my gate. Now I have to wait like an hour to board, and then from there it's like 15 hours to Brisbane. So after a really hard and long flight, I just landed here in Brisbane, Australia. Now I'm about to catch a shuttle that's going to take me to the domestic flights where I'm going to fly to Sydney. It's been a long day. I'm going off a couple hours of sleep. I've been traveling for now maybe 24 hours, so yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'm about to meet up with Aiden. I think he's meeting me at the airport. I'm not 100% sure. I found him! How's it going, bro? Okay, let's get this shit. I found Aiden! We're about to head off on our backpacking trip now. Let's go.
Was it a good flight?
Yeah, it was really long, man. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It was literally 24 hours of travel, like straight. So we just hopped off the train. We're gonna head to our hostel and check it out, and then we're probably going to explore in town.
Oh, yeah.
But for now, we're just trying to find our hostel. So we found our hostel pretty fast. It was literally right beside the train station. We're about to check in, check out our rooms. It's gonna be our first hostel, our first night here in Sydney. And then we're thinking maybe we're gonna go to the Opera House later. We're not sure yet, but we're just gonna play it the way it goes. So we're staying at Wake Up Sydney and we booked a 4-bedroom mixed room. So mine and Aiden's bunks are right here. Aiden's on top, I'm on the bottom. Then we have 2 random people that we haven't met yet, but their stuff is here. We're just gonna be chilling for now because we're both exhausted. Bro, it's a full send every single day. Tonight, going to the clubs. You already know what's up. So it's day 2 here in Sydney and we're about to head to the zoo. We had an early morning. We were both up at like 4:30. We got breakfast and everything. Right now it's like 10 a.m. I'm pretty sure. And we're about to catch the bus to the Tarango Zoo, see some animals and explore the town a little more. So we're here at the Tarango Zoo. A crocomite. We're out here trying to find the alligators. I'm terrible at doing accents. Crocomite. I found another big one. I found another monster. This friggin' pelican crane looking swan is huge. Holy. There's a whole bunch of monkeys and chimpanzees right here. They're so cool. It's the squad. Chilling here with these monkeys. The squad's rolling out. These are huge. We were walking trying to find Harambe's brother and we found King Julian.
I like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it.
I am King Julian.
I am King Julian.
What are you looking for? So we just checked out of our first hostel. Now we're going to the train station to catch a train to our next hostel at Wake Up Bondi Beach, right Surfside. So let's get it. We made it to the famous Bondi Beach. We spent our first couple days here in downtown Sydney and it was pretty cool and everything, but it wasn't anything compared to Bondi. This is our first afternoon here and the beach is absolutely amazing. We're gonna have a nice beach day and we're gonna be here for a couple days until we head up to a friend of ours' house. But so far I'm loving the beach. Our second hostel here at Wake Up Bondi is absolutely amazing. It's right surfside, right beside the beach. The beach is literally a 30-second walk, which is perfect. I had a pretty eventful day. I went to the beach in the morning and got an early morning workout. And then after that, I went up to the rooftop where our hostel was hosting a free yoga class. That was actually really fun. Immediately after the yoga class, I went and rented a surfboard and I surfed for like 3 or 4 hours. I got really burnt, and that's why I'm taking it easy now, because I'm in pain. After a couple amazing days in Bondi, Aiden and I took the train up to our friend Craig's house, who we initially met in Europe. He let us stay at his place for the night and then took us on a really scenic hike around Blue Mountains National Park. That's a lot of smoke in the valley. These stairs are so steep, I feel like I'm just gonna fall 90-degree angle right down. So last night we caught an overnight bus over to Port Macquarie, where we met up with our good friend that we initially met in Europe, Cam. Want to say hi?
Hey guys, how's it going?
So we spent the day adventuring with Cam's mom while he was at work, and we're heading out on a road trip right now up to Coffs Harbour and then Byron Bay. We're gonna be with him for the weekend, traveling, exploring, a lot of drinking, so it's gonna be a good time. So we just checked into our hostel here in Coffs Harbour, and it's a really expensive place. It's rated 10 out of 10. It's really high end. I'll give you a bit of a room tour. So in the corner we got our gourmet fridge. As you can tell, there's a bit of mold and rust on it, but it's what inside that counts. You want to say what we got here?
We also get free garlic and herb bread. Cause
Can't forget about that on the stained pink and red wall. Amazing storage all along the back of the bunk beds. What do you have to say about this room, Cam?
I mean, like my morning shower, might have to give it a miss tomorrow. Give them a guided tour.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting shower. We're definitely gonna come out of here with like foot fungus if we don't shower with our sandals on. So I'm definitely not gonna be showering tonight. But all in all,
Let's go to the pub.
let's get a beer. Unfortunately, it rained the whole weekend that Cam spent with us in Byron Bay, so I couldn't get a lot of footage. But Aiden and I stayed for another week and the weather cleared up. There's a great nightlife here, amazing beaches. So far, I've went surfing almost every morning and we've just been hanging out. So far, Byron Bay has been like the best experience I've had here in Australia. It's such an amazing little place. Right now, we're on a hike to a lighthouse that's at the top of a big hill. So it's about a half an hour hike.
Doesn't really matter if you broke and alone. Moved to the east coast, streamed to the west coast. Fell in love on the way through the south coast. Know the time we spent up in the sky.
So we're just about at the top of the hill, almost at the lighthouse, and it opened up to this really nice view. Where we're standing is actually the very eastern point of Australia, so it's really cool to be out here on the very tip of the country basically. Soon we're about to head up to the peak. I'll film some cool edits and stuff from up there too, but for right now we're just kind of leaning over the edge, enjoying the view while we rest, because it's still a bit of a hike up to the top of the lighthouse. So we made it to Surfers Paradise yesterday evening, and we basically slept our whole day away because we were both really hungover after a big night at the bar. We don't have anything planned for today, but we're gonna head into town. We might go to the beach and we're just gonna walk around. The vibe here is absolutely amazing. On one side of me, it's like a downtown city center. On the other, it's the beautiful beach. So right now, it's like the best of both worlds. It's pretty sweet. Me and Aiden were just walking around here and we came to this amazing spot, and I couldn't think of a better thing to do than to do some flips. It's the perfect setup, nice concrete pillars right on the beach. So right now I'm gonna film flipping at it. I'm really scared of doing gainers, but the scenery is absolutely amazing. So I want to chuck one off this ledge with the beach and the skyline in the same video. So here it goes. I haven't done flips in a while, so my legs are pretty sore after that flipping session. So I think we're gonna grab a bite to eat and then head back to the hostel. Maybe get some drinks or chill by the pool. We stayed in Surfers Paradise for a couple days before making our way up to Brisbane. We were initially trying to go to a koala sanctuary, but we hopped on some lime scooters and we couldn't help but take advantage of this sweet track here. So for right now, we're just ripping around town, seeing all the sights on these scooters. I think after we're gonna head to the koala sanctuary and pet some koalas and kangaroos, but for now, we're just having fun on this track right beside the river. I've never seen koalas up this close, but they're so cool. There's like a 360 view of koalas on every branch, like right around us. This is great. The koalas, so cool. Oh, I think I got that on video. It literally just did a freaking parkour jump. Oh, I think I got that on video too. These koalas don't move very often, but man, what do we do? I really want to pet some kangaroos right now, but I'm a little worried one's gonna try and scrap me and I'm gonna have to box it out. We just entered the kangaroo and wallaby sanctuary. I bought some food, so I really want to feed them by hand. This is like a highlight of the trip right now. What's up, Joey? You want some food? You pretty hungry? No? You're just sleeping, aren't you? Want some more food, little guy? Oh yeah, I know you want that food. What's up, dog? Was that a video? After a couple of fun days in Brisbane, Aiden and I took the bus up to Rainbow Beach. I got to Rainbow Beach not too long ago after a 5-hour bus ride. I've been exploring the town for a little while, but in about half an hour I'm gonna go back to the hostel, and me and a bunch of the guys there are going sandboarding. We are currently sitting on top of a sand dune overlooking the sunset. Absolutely amazing view. The sun is about to set in the next hour or so, so we're hiking back up to the sand dunes where we were yesterday, where my camera died. We're gonna get some really cool footage and we're gonna sit there and watch the sunset. We just finished hiking up the second hill. Now we're heading into the forest to do the final ascent to the top to get to the sand dunes. We're on a race against time here because the sun sets at like 6 o'clock or 6:30, and right now it's just about 6 o'clock. So we have a couple minutes to get up there and have enough light to be able to film sunset. We made it. This is absolutely amazing. We stayed in Rainbow Beach for a couple days before going on our Fraser Island tour. The tour was a 2-day camping trip where we would be exploring the world's biggest sand island with 4-wheel drive Jeeps. Like a 15-kilometer ride along the beach line and also through this dense forest and a sick-ass trail. We're here at Lake Mackenzie. We just went swimming and it's absolutely amazing. We might pack up soon as it's gonna rain, but it's been an amazing time here so far. This beach is absolutely amazing. The sand is 96% silicone, so it's really soft under your feet. It feels like Play-Doh or something. It's day 2 on Fraser Island and we just went swimming at this little lake. It was pretty nice, but the beach wasn't nearly as nice as Lake Mackenzie, the one we swam at yesterday. Right now I think we're gonna take the 4x4s down to a shipwreck and also another little swimming spot. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a lot of footage because of all the rain, but we had an amazing time for the rest of the trip exploring the island mixed in with a lot of partying. Our tour came to an end, and the next day we got a bus to the town of 1770, where we would spend the next couple of days. After a 6-hour drive, we just arrived here in Agnes water. We're gonna be here for a couple days. So right now we're just taking like the 15-minute walk to the hostel. We're gonna check in, explore the town a little bit. This is also the last spot that you can surf on the East Coast. So I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna rent a surfboard. We made it to the beach and it is absolutely beautiful here. It's a really small shoreline, but we're just walking up to the flags where we can swim. Me and Aiden just took a little walk into the town and I just rented a surfboard. So after we ate, we found out that the hostel had a sunset tour, and we jumped in some random guy's car and he drove us out here. It's a really nice view. So we got told that there's eastern taipans out here, like very venomous snakes, and we're out here in sandals walking in like a forest with like definitely some eastern taipans around us. We just got to get past this forest part. The pathway opened up and it's a really nice view of the sunset. And just like that, the sun set. After a couple of amazing days in Agnes waters, Aiden and I took the bus north up to Arley Beach where we had a Whitsundays sailing tour. We would be living on a sailboat for the next 2 days, sailing around some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Our first day was spent sailing, then relaxing on a nearby beach before sunset. On day 2, we took a smaller boat onto the Whitsundays Islands, where we were going to explore the famous Whitehaven Beach. We just got to Whitehaven Beach and we're going to be here for a couple hours. It's absolutely amazing here. The sand is so soft, it's like 98% silicone. This place is absolutely amazing. It's just white sand that goes on, like it's just endless. Crystal clear blue water. The sand is so soft, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced before. We came across this big ass fallen tree in the middle of the sand, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to do some flips off it. Right now, we're just gonna walk to the edge of the water here. We're in about like ankle deep water. It's crystal clear. There's a lot of stingrays in the area too. We had about an hour and a half of time to explore this beach until we had to meet the group back at an outlook post where we were gonna go to the top of the mountain and look over the beach from above. So I think we're gonna pack up our things and head back up to the lookout point. I'll meet you there. We are currently on a hike up to a lookout point, and the stairs are really steep here. It's quite a difficult hike. This is my Canadian friend Caroline. So it's gonna overlook the beach where we just were. It'll be extremely cool. Which way do we go? Oh, I think, yeah, so I'll update you when I'm there. It's a terrible hike. It's been like half an hour and I'm hiking in this wetsuit, sweating like crazy, but I hope it's worth it.
Oh my goodness.
So I lied, the hike wasn't bad at all, and we are here. It's absolutely beautiful. Whitsundays was absolutely amazing. Quick shout out to the people on my boat. After our tour came to an end, it wasn't long before we were off. heading north with a crazy week ahead of us. Even though we already had a skydive booked for the following week, Aiden and I booked a last-minute skydive in Mission Beach.
There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices making me afraid. Dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore. A certain shade of blue.
Skydiving was the best experience I've ever had. Falling from 15,000 feet really put my life into perspective and made me want to continue pursuing the things I'm passionate about while disregarding any negativity that won't add any positive value to my life. The following afternoon, Aiden and I caught a bus up to Cairns, where we would be leaving the next day on a Daintree Rainforest tour. Over the next couple of days, we would be exploring the rainforest. So just outside our hostel room, there's some giant spiders right in the walkway. It's so scary. Look at them. So we have a giant spider right in front of us. And then just past this one, there's an even bigger one. This thing's a freaking monster. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at that thing. Oh my god. After the Daintree Rainforest, our week consisted of scuba diving the Great Barrier Reef and doing our second skydive. This trip was so much more than just a vacation. It was a dream of mine that I was so hesitant to pursue, but I'm so happy I did. Ever since high school, I dreamt about traveling, setting off on a long-term backpacking trip, living a nomadic and minimalistic lifestyle. Although back then I never thought I would actually have the courage to go after my goals and make them a reality. It's crazy how much can change in such a short period of time. As nervous and anxious as I was, I'm proud to have pushed past my comfort zone and achieved this dream. It was such an amazing 2 months of backpacking up the East Coast. These past couple of months have truly been the best time of my life. Unfortunately, our adventure had come to an end. I'm forever grateful for my time in Australia. Until next time.